But that's a nice fit. A little bit of gap right there. I didn't take the bump out. Tighter box could have probably taken that away, but I'm going to hide it with the Magic CA glue. I'll show you how to fix something, not just a shaker box, but if you mount a table and you mismeasured your screws, dang, screws are too long, and you run a hole through your tabletop that you just spent 20, 30 hours making, I'll show you how to fix that as well. Okay, I'm going to bring this box in. I'm going to go ahead and remove my witness mark. I'm going to change my witness mark to the edge. Go ahead. No, wouldn't be any good. Probably misshape the box.
When the outside band dries, it's going to sprinkle a little bit of steam.
I'm sorry?
When the wood shrinks, the band
yes. Yes.
Not
well, the bands are dry when you put them together. Unless you're doing in the class, they are going to be a little bit wet still. And yes, they will shrink some more. Yeah. Doing that wipe again, aren't I? Okay, my witness mark, I move to the front.
400 gravity.
This is 220.
Talk about your backside.
Oh yeah, this is 400. Yeah. That's a nice fit. That came straight off the. That was pretty quick. And here I'm just going to level the bottom because I want it just ever so slightly inside the band. That way I can, I'm not sanding away the bottom. I'm sanding away just the outside band to make it flush. I don't want to remove very much. We're only talking a 64th or less. Good. It's going to be nice and level. Now we have to put the pegs in. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and make the top so I don't have to come back and do that. Decide which one you want to look at, which side you like the most. This one's through and through pretty good. Sometimes with bird's eye or curly, it's better on one side than the other. It's just the nature of wood. And here I want to put the top on the surface, and that's how I'm going to mark that one. Again, I'm going to put my witness mark on the front. Good. Go back to the bandsaw. Okay, sawed that off, set the bottom here. We're going to sand with the witness mark facing up. Doesn't quite fit, but the difference between that and falling all the way through is just a little bit. So go back to the sander. Using very little pressure. I'm letting the tool do the work. You'll find a lot of guys, big burly guys in class, they just want to horse it in there, but you're not going to really do a whole lot by pressing this. It's going to remove it just about as fast. There's, you know, more finesse is needed rather than muscle.
You use about 120 on that?
Yeah, 120 on this is good. If you use much more, it's very aggressive.
Larry, what did the shakers use for sanding?
I have no idea. Now they probably have, you know, some of the same tools we have, but I don't know. That's all by hand. They did have some, yeah, I think they had some, you know, pedal drills and things like that. That's very close. That's getting there. I need just a little bit more. And I'd rather go back to the sander 5 or 6 times than just kill it. And you will kill some. I mean, you're going to destroy some, but as you're learning, if you start out, John Wilson, he'll, you know, if you break a band or screw a top up, he'll send you a replacement. And very few people ask for them. I've never asked for one, but that's very close. That's very close.
Does the lid also have that little tickle on there?
Yes, sir. -3 degrees. Still just a little snug. Sound like I was taking off a lot. It's just very little. I'm probably going to go with that. That looks good. I'm going to take it back apart, change my witness mark to the top, or to the side. That's a pretty box. Back on the 400 there. Find the witness mark. This is where you need to put the tack. This has to match the bottom, so I'm going to put it in. The tacks have to line up vertically. So if they don't, this is where you have to change it. I'm a little bit forward. So I'm going to cheat this back ever so slightly. And if you get them off just a little bit, I mean, I like to do them. I've been doing it long enough. I need to make a nice box, but
Slightly rotating it?
Slightly just canting it back in the relationship from the band to the lid. Man, that is going to be a nice tight one. I still need a little bit more. Who here in the class has, or in the demo, has made shaker boxes? Oh, good. Yeah.
Larry, like that one that twisted, I mean, he'll replace those as well. It's not his intent that his band will do that.
Well, right. We can, but that we need to make this one behave. I can do that one after class if anybody wants to come back and see how it worked.
What we'll probably
typically do is conclude the shaker box demo. And those of you who have other commitments, you can honor those commitments. We'll probably take a 10-minute break.
Great.
We'll back to work.
Do the spatulas, yep. Spatulas are pretty quick and easy. It's just cutting, shaping out of scrap, and making this curve into that. That's a lot of fun. Okay. Still need more. The problem with the look on these, if you can fight it and fight it and fight it sometimes, and sometimes it's better just go with it, But that is going to be an ugly box, so. If it's not right, it's a box. You can probably look really close at some of these, and the way they're bent, they're not lined up, but hopefully those over there are very close. But again, I'm just recessing that just ever so slightly below the band. I'll level it off. Still like to have a little bit on it, but that's okay. Okay, to do the, we're going to peg these. These have no glue. They're just put together with copper tacks and wooden pegs, and we have to put the pegs in. They're simply square-bodied toothpicks. I've cut in half. You can make your own pegs out of walnut or whatever, but I just put toothpicks in it. I have there's no real set rule of where we want to put the pegs at, but you don't want to put it next to one of these the tacks. You don't want to put it next to where the swallowtail starts. It's very weak. And you don't want to put it real close to that, so you don't have, you have a lot of working problems. You can't get it flush or whatever. So I just simply come in here and I'm going to put 4. And you don't put them in the end because that's the most movement. That's going to be a problem if you do. Yeah, I put marks on it, but they're not always perfect. Depending on how your box bent, I'm going to move some of them. Try not to put as many marks on it as I'm doing now, but I want to see them about in that respect. Just kind of balanced on the box. The big marks are where I'm going to put them at. Here, 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 and down here. Probably cant this one back a little bit. You're not going to see the pegs a whole lot when your box is finished. I don't have any finished box today. I don't really, once I make them, I sell them, and my wife has a few, but not very many. When you're drilling your boxes, you just want to make sure that the platen is clean. You can make it a drill press. You can turn this platen 90 degrees and put up, use that as a fence. You can make a 90-degree platform. They sell nice aluminums machined 90 degrees. Make a wooden fence out of that. Put a wooden fence on that. You need something with a pretty large surface like this, so you can, if you're doing a large box, you have something that that's going to be flush and level.